Hi there, Sky Class. How are you? Today we are going to do two more senses. We're going to do two today. We have five total. We did touching yesterday. We're going to do smelling and tasting today because they really go together. For you to taste, it helps if you can smell. If you can't smell anything, actually things don't taste as good. If you have a cold and your nose is stuffed up, things don't actually taste as good as they normally do. So your nose and your mouth help each other, especially when it comes to food. I have two stories that I want to read to you. They're not really stories. They're just more information to tell you about your senses of smell and taste. Okay? But they're kind of fun. And then an activity that I think you're really gonna like has to do with tasting. And it has Megan in it. So I hope you like it. Okay, here's the stories. The five senses. Taste. This tastes good to me. But this tastes terrible. Pastries taste good to me, and pie and cake. So does chocolate. Oranges are delicious. And milk is yummy. Honey is very sweet. Oh, there's our bee friend doing his work. Honeycomb, remember? But lemons are very sour. Lemonade is yummy because lemonade has sugar in it too. Seawater is salty. Garlic and onions have a strong taste. They have a strong smell too, don't they? But what does water taste like? Doesn't really taste like anything at all, but we like it. That's interesting. And what does meat taste like? Like meat, of course. The way you tell how something tastes is with your tongue. I'm going to tell you a little science now. Your tongue carries messages about what you eat to your brain. Your whole tongue is covered with little bumps called taste buds. There are different taste buds for each of the 4 different types of tastes. Your tongue can really only taste 4 different flavors. The front of your tongue is for sweet things. The sides of your tongue taste sour, like lemons or vinegar. The back of your tongue tastes bitter things like grapefruit peel. And you can taste salty things all over your tongue. These little taste buds send a message to your brain and tell it what kinds of things you're eating. Your tongue isn't the only part of tasting. Smelling is also important. And next, I'm going to tell you about smell. Smell. Smell the flowers and the cake fresh from the oven. Smell the cows in the barn. They probably don't smell as good as the cake, huh? You can smell Mommy's perfume. And the salty breezes when you're out to sea. And the lavender in the meadow. Lavender smells pretty. You smell the wood burning in a campfire. You can smell the fish that were just caught. Again, maybe not such a nice smell. Or the bread that was just baked. That always smells so yummy. And the damp after the rain. How good is it to smell some hot soup? Everything that you smell with your nose.
Hi Sky Class friends! Today we're going to make a recipe for you and your puppy to share together. So first, before we start baking, make sure you wash your hands. If you have long hair, that your hair is pulled back and that you're wearing an apron and that a mommy or a daddy or a friend is helping you. So you only need 3 ingredients. You need some oats, some peanut butter, and a banana. And make sure you have someone preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So once we measure everything out, we're gonna pour it in our mixing bowl. So here I have half a cup of peanut butter. And it's super gooey and creamy and it smells really yummy. And then we're gonna measure out 1.5 cups of oatmeal. Make sure if you're doing something like this, or if you're pouring an ingredient into a measuring cup, you do it over your mixing bowl or over your sink. So here we have 1 cup. Then we're gonna measure out half a cup in our whole cup. That looks like half a cup to me. And then we're gonna unpeel our banana. Sometimes it's pretty tricky. And then once we have our banana unpeeled, we're gonna lay it down on a cutting board or a plate, and then we're going to take a fork and we're gonna mash it. I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So take your fork, get a good grip on it, and just press the top part into the banana until it's all mashed up, because we want to mix everything together so it's nice and smooth, so there's no big clumps or chunks in our cookie mixture. And this is pretty fun to do. You could do it for as long as you want, but as you can see, it only took me a couple seconds. So then once you have your mash, you can scrape it into your mixing bowl. Maybe have someone help you hold it up to the bowl. And then we're going to get a spatula and mix it all together. So once your mixture is all mixed together, you're going to get a prepared baking sheet. And then you're going to go right into your mixture, get a pinch of dough, and roll it together. I just washed my hands. Make sure your hands are clean when you do this. And I lost a chocolate chip. I put in some chocolate chips, so I won't share them with my puppy because Mr. Hines gives him a lot of extra treats throughout the day, so he doesn't really need any extra cookies. So I put in some chocolate chips to ours to make them extra special. And then you're gonna fill your baking sheet with your dough, fold into balls, and then you're gonna have someone put it in the oven for 15 minutes. Then take them out, let them cool for another 15 minutes, and then you can enjoy.